Hello everyone, welcome to SETU100 and welcome to the project. So today we are just going to design this web page that is save water. So for this we are just making a conservation just to showing the awareness about the water conservation. So here that is a one survey over here. Here we can can give a name and please save water. When we make a click on a generate, so now that it will show you that is your vote over here. All right. So we are just going to make this project. You will get the student project link. For this, you need to just come up to your student file. And here you can see that all the paragraphs, half of the codes available over here, right? But we need to create the labels, and when we make a click on the generate, so we need to just give this functionality over here. So here we are just going to use a JavaScript and we are just going to link the JavaScript file over here. All right. So first of all, as you can see here, we need to create the name label. All right. So at line number 45, I'm just going to create the name label. Label name here I'm going to use a BR. Input ID would be the input name. Placeholder we can take enter your name. And here we can close it. So as you guys can see, that is one name level is available with the input ID, input name, and here we are taking a placeholder that is enter your name. And here I can use a BR. Now here for the text area, I'm going to create a one more level. That is your code. Here we can use a BR tag. Now text area. ID is equal to input code. Placeholder. Enter your code. and rows would be 4. Now we can close over it. So you guys can see as the text area has been created over here. Okay. So what we want when I'm putting the name over here, Farha Khan, and here your code, please save water. When I make a click on the generate button, so that it should be generate the card over here. So we are just going to generate this card. We need to go to the script file. Okay. When you make a click, going to link this file to the script file. So we need to type it script source script.js. Close it. All right. So now let's link both the files and see what is happening over here. So first of all, when I make a click on the script, so you will get the two statements over here. So here I already used the two variables. We used a variables like a containers to contain the values, and my variable names are input1 and the input2. And this is the statement to take the to link both the files and to fetch the details from the HTML files with the help of those IDs. All right. So now you guys can see why we are using these two variables over here. So we are using all those variables. When we make a click, whatever the user fill the details in the name, and in the HTML, we are using this input name. For the name label, we are using this ID, and for the code, we are using the input code. So with the help of all those IDs, this JavaScript file fetch the details, whatever the user fill in this form, in the name and in the code as well. Okay. But what I want when I make a click on the generate button, so I want the output here on this card as a name and as a code here. Okay. So for the output, I need to just add the two more variables on the Java on this file. So here I am taking a variable, and I can take a variable name as output 1. Need to use this statement document dot get element by ID, and the IDs would be. So first of all, we need to give the IDs to the HTML file. All right. So here we need to check here. This is the paragraph is available over here. Whatever the name I am putting in this label and whatever the code I am putting in this label, so that should be shown as a card in the paragraph. So, and in the paragraph and in the heading here, over here. So if I want to link to the JavaScript file, I need to give the IDs to the paragraph and to the H4 heading as well. So here I am taking it, the paragraph ID name. And for this H4 heading, ID is equal to code. Now I'm going to use both the IDs in the JavaScript file in the variable. Here I'm fetching the values. Okay. So here I can just give the IDs name and second, that is the output 2. And here we need to change the values. That should be code. So why we are using all those? Whatever the whatever we fill in the name and the code, it would just save in the variables input 1 and input 2, and whatever the output will get, it will save in the output 1 variable and the output 2. But now let me check. When I make a click on the generate button, nothing is happening over here, right? If I'm putting my name and here I am code, when we make a click on the generate, so nothing is happening over here because we need to just call the function, okay? And we need to call the function to the generate button. So for this, we need to go to the HTML. We need to write a function for this. And here, then you will get the submit button, okay? That is the generate button is available over here. So here I am going to, let me check. So now the button is here. So here I want, when I make a click, I'm making a on click event over here, generate. And we need to use these parentheses. All right. And generate button. Now go to the script file. And here I'm going to write a function to call it. Whatever the output you will get in the ID's name and code, it should be show over here when I make a click on the generate button. Okay. So now I'm taking output 1 dot text content is equal to input 1 dot value. And now for the, and here we are calling a generate function. And for the same, we need to just put over here for the output 2 and here the input 2. So that means whatever the input will get, the input 1 and input 2 variable, that it will comes to the output 1 and the output 2 variable. Now let me check. When I give the name, when I make a click on the generate, so now you guys can see the card has been created and it is showing the output for her and showing me the code, please save water. All right. So in this project, we learned how can we link both the scripts file and how can we link all the IDs to the script and HTML file. How can we fetch the details with the help of the output. All right. So I hope now when we go to the HTML, here you guys can see that is one thing is available. Make a list. So here that is UL is already available. We need to just give the li tags. All right. And we need to debug this section. So here you guys can see I wrapped all the UL list with the li tag. All right. So now we'll get the desired output. For this, we need to just go to the preview, open it in a new tab. And now you can see our web page has been created. When I give the name and code, I can click on the generate and it will show the output. and our list is available over here. So I hope the concept has been clear in your mind and you enjoy the project. Thank you.